Hello again. Let's find a quiet space inside. A gentle pause where presence can softly settle. Today, I'd like to explore the idea of the inner click as a delicate, unseen wind passing through a hollow reed, silent yet profound. It's not a thunderclap or a sudden burst, but a whisper that shifts the breath of our inner world, revealing something quietly new. Our story today is not a lesson. It is simply a spacious moment, a safe place where such a whisper might be heard, if it is ready to be felt. The light of forgiveness, an inner journey of self-release, is our gentle voyage today. Whatever arises for you is welcome here. Chapter 1. In the quiet hush of dawn, a lone figure walks gently along the soft, damp shores of a peaceful lake. The air is cool and still, carrying a faint scent of dew and earth. The water stretches out before them, smooth like glass, reflecting the pale glow of the awakening sky. As they step softly, their feet feel the gentle give of the sand, and every sound is muted. The distant call of a bird, the faint ripple of water lapping at the shore. They pause, watching as tiny ripples dance outward across the surface, each one a delicate shimmer in the morning light. In that quiet moment, it feels as though time itself has slowed, inviting a gentle presence of awareness. The person notices how trying to stop the ripples, holding on to past hurts, is like trying to hold back the waves. No matter how much they resist, the water continues to move, to shift, to flow. The realization softly blooms. Forgiveness isn't something to chase or grasp from outside. It begins within, like the gentle ripple that spreads across the lake when a pebble is cast. It's an invitation to release the weight of what no longer serves, to welcome the peace already present in the stillness of now. As the first light touches the water, the scene invites a feeling of calm and gentle understanding. The stillness, the ripples, the soft sounds, all whisper the truth that peace is always here, waiting to be remembered. And as we watch this quiet scene, what does that deep sense of peace feel like, just for a moment, in your own body? What does it feel like to realize that holding on to pain is like trying to stop the waves? Futile. Perhaps you notice a small opening inside, a gentle space where forgiveness can begin to bloom, quietly, softly, within you. Just stay with that feeling, without a need to name it, for a breath or two. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. Chapter 2. In a quiet garden, sunlight filters softly through delicate leaves, casting gentle patterns on the earth below. A gardener moves slowly among the plants, their footsteps muffled by the soft soil. Nearby, a single flower droops, its petals wilted and fragile, as if carrying the weight of unspoken worries. The gardener kneels, their hands gentle but purposeful, and begins to prune the withered parts of the flower. Each snip sounds like a small, mindful whisper, a quiet act of care. They take their time, observing how the flower responds to each gentle touch, how the light catches on the remaining petals, now slightly more alive with hope. The air is filled with a subtle scent of earth and growth, a reminder that life persists even in moments of pause. As the gardener continues, they do not erase the damage but tend to it, creating space for new buds to emerge. In this act, there is a quiet understanding. Healing is not about erasing what is broken, but about holding space for renewal. Watching closely, one can see how the flower begins to stand a little taller, the edges of the petals unfurling slowly, patiently. The gardener's careful hands seem to whisper, "You are still here, still capable of growth." And in that moment, we see that forgiveness is like tending to a wounded heart, acknowledging the scars without shame, nurturing it with compassion, and trusting that beneath the tears and scars, new life can quietly take root. Now, as we observe this scene, what does that deep sense of tending and care feel like, just for a moment, in your own heart? Perhaps you notice a gentle space opening within. A quiet awareness of your own capacity to nurture and forgive. Just stay with that feeling, without needing to name it, for a breath or two. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. Chapter 3. A child walks softly through a quiet garden, where sunlight filters gently through the leaves. Casting dappled patterns on the ground, their small feet brush against soft moss and fallen petals, and the air is filled with a faint, sweet scent of blooming flowers. Nearby, a single leaf lies crumpled and discarded, its edges curled and torn, yet still tinged with hints of green and gold, reminding us of the promise of spring. The child pauses, kneeling down carefully. Their fingertips brushing the fragile surface of the leaf, feeling its texture rough and delicate all at once. They notice how, despite being cast aside, the leaf still holds the faint shimmer of life. A whisper of what once was, and what can still be. The gentle rustle of the breeze, the distant chirping of birds, and the quiet stillness of the moment create a space of calm reflection. The child looks at the crumpled leaf, and in that simple act, begins to understand something quiet, but profound. Forgiveness isn't about erasing the past or forgetting what happened. It's about seeing the light even in the shadows. It's about recognizing that beneath anger, pain, or hurt, there remains an unbreakable core of love waiting to be remembered. And as we watch the child observe that fallen leaf, what does that gentle sense of noticing bring up inside you? The shift from seeing the leaf as discarded to understanding its lingering life invites us to reflect. Perhaps on the ways we hold on to things, or how we can find light in moments that seem broken. Just stay with that feeling, without needing to change it, for a breath or two. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. Chapter 4. In a quiet, sunlit room, an elderly person sits gently, cradling a faded photograph in their hands. The soft light filters through a sheer curtain, casting a gentle glow that dances on the textured surface of the photograph's worn edges. Outside, a faint breeze stirs the leaves, creating a whispering sound that blends with the faint ticking of a clock nearby. As they gaze at the image, memories begin to surface, some tender, like a warm embrace on a cold day, and others tinged with pain, like a distant storm. Their eyes soften as the past unfolds silently, each detail alive in their mind. The smell of rain, the sound of laughter long gone, the ache of a farewell. Yet, amidst these swirling feelings, they sit still, allowing each memory to come and go like passing clouds. In that quiet space, a realization stirs quietly within. The act of forgiveness is like releasing a tightly held thread, letting it slip through your fingers so the heart can breathe anew. The room remains peaceful, filled with a subtle symphony of memory and silence. And as we observe this moment of reflection, what does that sense of release feel like inside your own heart? Can you notice a gentle loosening, a softening, as if holding on just a little less tightly? Perhaps there is a quiet invitation to let go of some weight you have been carrying, even just for a breath. Just notice what arises without judgment, allowing the feeling of freedom to unfold naturally. There's no need to search or fix anything, simply to notice that sense of opening, of space. Stay with that feeling, without a name, for a few moments more. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. This is the gentle light of forgiveness, illuminating the way to inner peace. Chapter 5. In a quiet moment, imagine a traveler wandering along a narrow, winding path that leads into a dense, lush forest. The canopy above filters gentle beams of sunlight, dappling the ground with patches of warm light and cool shadow. The traveler's footsteps softly crunch on fallen leaves, their touch crisp and slightly damp underfoot. Branches tangled and twisting reach out like silent guardians, some brushing against their face, others caught in the breeze, creating whispers of movement. The air is filled with the scent of earth, moss, and distant pine. As they navigate around fallen logs and overgrown thickets, they notice how the path weaves through the tangled chaos, slowly opening up into a quiet clearing. Here, the traveler pauses, sensing that forgiveness is much like this journey inward, a gentle, winding way through the thicket of resentment toward an open, calm space of acceptance. It's a path where patience and grace are your companions, guiding you through the shadows toward the light. Now, as we observe this traveler's quiet passage, what does that gentle, inward journey feel like inside your own heart? What might it be like to walk a similar path, through your own tangled thickets, toward a place of peace? Perhaps you notice a feeling, or a thought that whispers softly, inviting you to explore your own inner landscape. There's no need to search for anything, just to notice what arises as you stay present with this feeling. It might be a sense of patience, of gentle release, or perhaps a quiet acceptance. Just stay with that feeling, without needing to name it, for a breath or two. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to this moment, carrying with you the quiet strength of your inner journey. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. Remember, forgiveness is a gentle path within, unfolding with patience, guiding us back to ourselves with grace. Chapter 6. In a quiet, softly lit room, a musician sits alone with their instrument. The gentle glow of a nearby lamp casts a warm amber light over the strings and keys. As they lift their hands, a dissonant chord fills the space, sharp, slightly uneasy, like a small pebble in a calm pond. The sound lingers briefly, then softly begins to shift, settling into a gentle harmony. The musician's fingers delicately adjust the tuning, each small movement a quiet act of care. You can almost hear the subtle change in tone, the way the dissonance softens into a peaceful, resonant melody. The air feels still, filled with the soft whisper of strings vibrating, the faint hum of the room's quiet breath. It's as if the music itself is guiding the musician inward, inviting a sense of openness. And in that moment, the musician perceives something gentle, a realization that forgiveness is like tuning a string. Just as one carefully aligns a note, one can gently realign their inner world, softening the dissonant edges and restoring harmony. It's a tender act, done quietly, with patience and love. The act of tuning is a quiet gesture that connects the inner dissonance with the universal melody of love, reminding us that peace can be found in small, gentle acts of self-connection. Now, as you listen to the story, take a moment to reflect, and as we watch the musician tend to their instrument, what does that deep sense of tuning, of aligning, feel like in your own inner world? What might it be like to gently listen to your own inner notes and find your own harmony? There's no need to search for anything. Just notice the subtle shift within you, that quiet space where dissonance begins to soften. Perhaps you feel a connection to that gentle act of forgiving yourself, of tuning your inner strings to the melody of love. And just stay with that feeling, without a need to change it, for a breath or two. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. This is the light of forgiveness, an inner journey of self-release. Chapter 7. The early morning air feels soft and cool against your skin, as if the world is gently waking. Imagine a quiet park, where a jogger pauses on a narrow path, their breath steady and even. The sky begins to shift before their eyes, a canvas slowly changing from deep indigo to shades of violet and soft pink. The first light touches the horizon, a gentle glow that gradually expands, illuminating the trees and the dew-kissed grass. The jogger stands still for a moment, eyes lifted upward, feeling the warmth of the emerging sun seep into their skin. The sounds around them are subtle, birds stirring in the branches, a distant breeze whispering through leaves, the faint crunch of their footsteps on the gravel. As the sky brightens, so does the sense of something tender awakening inside. This moment of witnessing the sunrise becomes a quiet reminder that forgiveness is like dawn within the heart, a gentle light that slowly grows, revealing truths long held in darkness. It's a soft awakening to the interconnectedness of all things, a recognition that within each of us lies the possibility of new beginnings. And as we watch the jogger embrace this quiet transformation, what does that deep sense of renewal feel like? Just for a moment, in your own body. Perhaps it's a gentle warmth, a softening in your chest, or a stillness that settles deep inside. Just notice whatever arises, without needing to change it. There's no need to search for anything, just to notice. Maybe you feel a connection to that sense of letting go, of opening to the truth that forgiveness begins within. Stay with that feeling, without a name, for a breath or two. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below and comment. Your reflections are held here with care. Chapter 8. A person stands at the edge of the vast ocean, where the water kisses the sandy shore with gentle, rhythmic waves. The sun casts a warm, golden glow across the surface, creating shimmering reflections that dance with every ripple. The air is filled with a soft, salty scent, and the distant call of seagulls drifts lazily through the sky. Their feet sink slightly into the cool, damp sand, feeling the subtle pulse of the earth beneath. As they gaze out over the endless horizon, they notice how the tide moves effortlessly, erasing the boundaries between land and sea, constantly flowing, never stopping. The sound of the waves is soothing, a gentle lullaby that whispers of forgiveness, like the tide itself, erasing what once seemed fixed, opening space for love and understanding to emerge. They breathe in deeply, feeling the cool breeze on their skin, and watch as the water reaches out and pulls back, a dance of release and renewal. The light shifts in the sky, and in that moment, they understand that forgiveness is much like this endless tide, ever moving, erasing barriers, revealing the boundless love that sustains us all. They feel a quiet sense of peace, a gentle reminder that within forgiveness lies the power to heal, to reconnect, to become one with a vast, loving universe. Now, as you listen to this scene, what does this sense of endless flow and forgiveness bring up for you? How does that idea resonate within your own heart? Perhaps you notice a quiet presence, a gentle openness, or even a subtle longing to let go of something. Just notice whatever arises, without judgment. There's no need to search for anything. Simply observe what is here in this moment. Maybe you feel a connection to that continuous flow of the tide, a reminder that love and forgiveness are always available, always flowing through you and around you. Stay with that feeling for a breath or two, allowing it to settle softly in your awareness. If a thought or a feeling has surfaced for you, you are welcome to share it below in comment. Remember, forgiving yourself first opens the door to healing and unity with the entire universe, just like the endless tide that sustains the horizon. Let that gentle truth settle gently into your awareness. And so, we continue this journey, knowing that each wave of forgiveness carries us closer to the boundless love within and all around us.